Hello, dear students. Welcome to the online lecture for the students of BA Part 2 English Literature. In this video, we are going to study the poem The Night of the Scorpion by Nissim Ezekiel. Nissim Ezekiel was born in Bombay in 1924 and was educated at Antonio D'Souza High School and Wilson College, Bombay, and Birkbeck College, London. He lives in Bombay where he is reader in American literature at the university. Ezekiel's poetry is both the instrument and the outcome of his attempt as a man to come to terms with himself. One finds in the poems the imprint of a keen, analytical mind trying to explore and communicate on a personal level feelings of loss and deprivation. Night of the Scorpion evokes superstitious practices we haven't still outgrown. It enacts an impressive ritual in which the mother's reaction towards the end to her own suffering ironically cancels out earlier responses, both primitive and sophisticated. The interrelationship between the domestic tragedy and the surrounding community is unobtrusively established. The poem also demonstrates the effective use of parallelism. Nissim Ezekiel's Night of the Scorpion presents a rural Indian village and its people, throwing light on their superstitions, temperament, and outlook on life, which were prevalent in the poet's time. Nevertheless, the poem shows the concern and unity of the village people. Therefore, Night of the Scorpion is not only a depiction of an incident in the life of the poet's mother, but also an overall portrayal of rural India. In this poem, the speaker tells a story from his childhood in which his mother was bitten by a scorpion. The poem begins with a simple declaration: I remember the night my mother was stung by a scorpion. The scorpion had entered the speaker's home because it wanted to hide from the rain. When it bit the speaker's mother, it was hiding beneath a sack of rice. The speaker describes the incident in which the scorpion stings his mother without mentioning his mother at all. Instead, he focuses on the scorpion and what he did immediately afterward. Parting with his poison flash of diabolic tail in the dark room, he risked the rain again. Rather than stick around and look at the scene he had caused, the scorpion ran back outdoors. After the speaker's mother was bitten, the speaker notes that poor people went to his mother's side like swarms of flies, buzzing with Christianity and hoping to kill one of their vision of Satan. The peasants, means the farmers of the village, look for the scorpion on their hands and knees with lanterns. Their wish is to find the scorpion quickly because they believe that every movement the scorpion makes without getting killed affects the speaker's mother. So, in line number 16, 17, and 18, this is mentioned that with every movement that the scorpion made, his poison moved in mother's blood, they said. The peasants, means the farmers, begin to share good wishes for the speaker's mother, hoping that the scorpion will die that night or at least sit still, that the sins of her past life will be burnt away, and that she may return to an even better life in her next life because of her suffering. The peasants continue making wishes for the speaker's mother, wishing that the forces of evil might be diminished by the speaker's mother's pain. They sat on the floor around the speaker's mother, hoping that the scorpion's bite would purify her with the peace of understanding on each face. As more people come to visit the speaker's mother, the speaker takes in his surroundings. More candles, more lanterns, more neighbors, more insects, and the endless rain. The speaker's mother, oblivious to it all, spent this time suffering and twisting on a mat. The speaker turns his attention to his father, who he describes as a skeptic and rationalist. The speaker notes that even his mother is making an effort to help his mother in any way that he knows how, which means turning towards that which he wouldn't otherwise believe, trying every curse and blessing, powder, mixture, herb, and hybrid. The speaker's father even lit the bite on the fire in an attempt to remove the poison. The speaker's mother suffered for 20 hours. Her only response, means her only reaction at the end of it all, was her gratitude, means was her thankfulness that it didn't happen to anyone else in their family. My mother only said, "Thank God the scorpion pricked on me and spared my children." So, students, this is written in line number 43 to 45. Now we are going to study the text that is prescribed in your syllabus. Night of the Scorpion. In this poem, the poem starts with the opening lines. I remember the night my mother was stung by a scorpion. Here I means the poet, that is Nissim Ezekiel. 10 hours of steady rain had driven him to crawl beneath a sack of rice. Here in these lines the poet is saying that 10 hours continue it was raining, and that made the scorpion to crawl below the sack of rice. Parting with his poison flash of diabolic tail in the dark room, he risked the rain again. Here the poet is mentioning the activities of the scorpion, that parting with his poison. His poison means the scorpion's poison. Here the poet is saying that after biting his mother, the scorpion parted away with his poison. Flash of diabolic tail. Diabolic means cruel, or we can say a ghostly tail in the dark room. He risked the rain again, means the scorpion again made his way outside of the house. In the third stanza the poet is mentioning that what were the afterward reactions of this event, that the peasants came like swarms of flies and buzzed the name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one. The evil one, here the evil one refers to the scorpion that bit his mother. The peasants came like swarms of flies. Here the poet is using simile, figures of speech, and he is comparing the coming of peasant to the swarm of flies, the group of peasant to the swarm of flies, and buzzed the name of God here 100 times. And here the peasants are so innocent that they are buzzing the name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one. With candles and with lanterns, throwing giant scorpion shadows on the mud-baked walls. Mud-baked walls, here the poet is mentioning the surrounding of that village, the houses that were built of mud in that village. When the people are coming, when the peasants are coming to their house, they came with candles and with lanterns, because there the rain is heavily raining. It is raining heavily in the village, and the people who got to know about the event of biting the scorpion to the poet's mother, they came with candles and with lanterns, throwing giant means of a huge structure, scorpion shadows on the mud baked walls. They searched for him. All the peasants searched for the scorpion. He was not found, but he was not found. They clicked their tongues, means they were cursing the scorpion. With every movement that the scorpion made, his poison moved in mother's blood, they said. Now the poet is describing the reaction of the peasants that came, who came at poet's house, and they are saying, all the peasants are saying that may the scorpion be still, otherwise with every movement that the scorpion made, all the poison will move in the mother's blood. So this is the text of this poem, and the rest of the text will be explained in the next forthcoming videos. Thank you all students.